is it like better for us to choose school as per our convenience, or is it like, better to go as per the child's what do you call, requirement? And if you could say a little thing on that. Thank you.
Yes, madam, I think thank you for the question. I would actually say, you as a parent, you should judge, what really fits his or her character, and then take it forward. But you might not get it wrong. But it's, right? It's okay. But you learn through that 1 year of experience that I think I got it wrong, and then I really, should go to this school. But then before you take to this school or that school, do some survey and take it. That's my submission. Otherwise, I think there is no correct and a concrete sort of a formula E. What is it called? E is equal to MC square, sort of a formula is not there, right? So again, as a parent, if you know your child well, you will realize, I think I got it wrong, or we got it wrong as a parent. That's something I would like to submit. Madam, I think there is one question on the chat box. What is the most important factor or quality to consider when choosing a school for a child from your experience? I think, again, same. I think the answer remains same. It depends on your ability to look at your child's attributes and the character and the stage where he or she has reached. I think if I keep this, my son or daughter here, I think he is not going to progress, or he's not progressing. I realize this. You may as well change, and then. But before we do it again, please do some survey. Again, you might be wrong, but it's fine. As long as your child is prepared well in the ECCD, the child will cope anywhere, anywhere. But coping is fine, but you want him or her to grow as an individual. That is important. So, grow bego, I think finding a right school would be the most perfect way to go about. And again, I'm telling, if you are looking at a school, please look for where and talk to the parents, talk to the school management, talk to the teachers. Don't rely on one. Is my, potential school, my son's or daughter's potential school, looking at, developing the self-care of this small child who can't go to toilet. There are some issues. Who can't, open the tiffin box. Who really can't, can't really clean the decks unless he or she is instructed to do this. And these are small self-care. And is the school really focusing on building the self-care of the children, of our children? And then is the school really looking at building the communication skills of our children? I think if these three are fulfilling till class 4, my submission is don't worry about academics. They will pick up. Because this readiness, school readiness, or the life's learning readiness, these three, at least personally, again, not as a parent, but also as a educationist, I'm telling you.
The question is that you have to change the school, so what could be the reason, and, is it the school or is it your son's, so if you could answer on that. Thank you.
In the middle, I didn't want to do because that would be very, very disruptive environment and a process for my son. So I kept anyway 1 year. The second year, I changed. The primary reason was that he was in the kindergarten, the PP, we call it the PP, right? PP class, and then so I was a little concerned in one or two aspects. And those concerns were major concerns for me as a parent, especially when I am an educationist. I know these aspects won't be helping him to grow as an individual. That was primarily because of the fact that as a class PP child, as a student, I didn't expect my son to learn much of academics, but I expected the school to really build and enhance on whatever Edu ECCD has actually, inculcated or given to him in 2.5 years or 2 years. He stayed there, he spent there, and I could see he was not growing from that stage. In that 1 year, I was observing very closely. He was not growing as an individual, as a child. again I'm saying, not in terms of academics. Academics, it's less interested. The serious academic starts only after class 4. Who cares up to class 3? But we have to have and build the behavior in them, the sense of responsibility in them, the sense of self-care in them, right? And the self-confidence. In fact, I was saying it was going down. So that's where I got really worried. It's not about academics. It's about building his or her own identity as an individual. Again, I believe self-care, self-confidence, and the communication. These three are very important. I think a person might be as intelligent as Albert Einstein. Who cares? He or she will do nothing but be on the roads, doing nothing else or nothing worthwhile. So that's why I had to change. Last question.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you so much for the presentation. It was very informative. After hearing your presentation, it is just a concern because now I'm thinking whether I'm imposing too much on my kid, because apart from being here in center in Hejo, I'm also I've also enrolled him in music classes, and then I've also talked with tomorrow he's starting his football coaching, and I've also talked with the Zumba classes. I'm not really sure that I'm imposing too much on him because the general idea, the intention is not negative. As a parent, I just wanted to give him more exposure and then more avenues to learn. Now I'm thinking probably I'm not going in the right direction, and probably I should set boundaries where I didn't really ask him whether he's interested in the classes that I enrolled him. It's just a hitch that comes within, and then I tell myself, okay, so this is something that's very good for him, and then he should take up. So your advice would be very much appreciated, because he haven't started with the other two classes, and then if it's something that I'm doing too much, then I can always stop it and then think it twice. And when consider is your advice would be appreciated. Thank you so much.
Sir, may I know what is the age of your child, please?
He's so on September 5 he'll be turning 5 now. So he's 4 years plus. So he's very soon going to be 5.
I think my first and quick sort of submission is that probably you are putting a hand under a Mount Everest. So that would be my first submission. But sir, when I was saying those three attributes will help him or her to decide, okay, I'm good in this. You don't have to say in 2-3 years down the line, he or she will tell you, he will tell you, see, Appa, I'm good in this, I'm interested in this. Can you enroll me here? My submission to you is reconsider this. That self-care is built well. If that self-confidence is built well, if the communication is built well, built well, in 2-3 years down the line, when he is 6 or 7, he will tell you, and even if he don't tell you, he will show you something called telltale sign. It's called telltale sign. The telltale signs will be good enough for you to pick up, okay, this fellow is very good in football. I think this is something I have to encourage that.